dignitaries, our next speaker is a young, charming and spiritually awakened guru. She guides youth to path which travels from skin to soul. She is in her own deed expands the idea of medium body to reach mind and touch the soul. Let me request her to guide us today on the soulful practices for body and mind. We are privileged to welcome international traveler, yoga and motivation guru Mā Archanā Maya from Bali, Indonesia, chair of trustee from Anand Ashram, Bali. Mā Archanā, we welcome you. Sigma family and students are happy to have you today on this platform.
Namaskar, Dr. Mittalji, and thank you so much for this invitation. It is an honor for me to be part of the auspicious day of Swami Vivekananda's Jayanti. Pranam Swamiji and distinguished guests, brothers and sisters, and of course to the youth of the future generation. And since my topic is awake, body, mind, and soul, I was going to actually speak on what Swamiji has quoted, what Swami Vivekananda was saying, you will be nearer to heaven when through football than through the study of Gita. And he explained it very well, that you have to build the body first, build strength, because you'll understand Gita better with your biceps and your muscles a little stronger, right? And then you can only understand the mighty genius and the mighty strength of Krishna on the battlefield. And we are also facing the battlefield every day. Basically, what is very important also, the connection between Swami Vivekananda, Bharat, India, and Indonesia is actually Swami Vivekananda's works. The voice of Vivekananda was the one that has inspired our first president, Sukarno. While he was in jail, instead of becoming depressed and all, he was reading voice of Vivekananda and he got so uplifted. And then also the Swami Anand Krishna, Guruji Anand Krishna, my beloved guru, has written also a book, Youth Challenges and Empowerment. And he also quoted what Sukarno got inspired from Swami Vivekananda. When he says, when I see old people, I just see graves or coffins waiting to be filled. But when I see youth, I become younger and I become stronger. And this is what we need to build the new nation. Of course, he was mentioning here about Indonesia.
Yeah.
This is what we need, youth that is strong in the body, mind, and spirit. This is what was Swami Vivekananda was advocating. He envisioned India to be a country with energetic young people. If the physical is so weak, right, and the mind is weak, the soul is weak, it is impossible to build a nation. And what is also inspiring, this is one of his quotes, Swami Vivekananda, my hope of the future lies in the youth of character, intelligent, renouncing all for the service of others and obedient, good to them and the country at large. This is the concept of Loka Sangraha in Bhagavad Gita. And then this is what Swami Vivekananda was calling to the youth. I need youth that is fully committed. And then we have also a saying here, actually the motto of the Hindu Parishad in Bali, in Indonesia. It's actually, what do you call it? Mokshatam jagadita cha iti dharma. So in here, moksha doesn't mean that you have to die first, because this is actually the definition of my guru, Guruji Anand Krishna, but the understanding of the lay people is moksha means you have to die,
yes,
and enjoy it later. But it is not the thing. Moksha is the end of attachment. where we can become a Jivan Mukta, to be able to express ourselves with freedom, and not always thinking what would people say and what will people say, but of course in a very accountable way. But the very most important, how to build our body strong. Basically is anything what makes you weak physically, intellectually, and spiritually, reject as poison. If I'm not mistaken, this is also what Swami Vivekananda was saying. So, because these three are so linked, body, mind, and soul, it cannot be separated. And physical weakness is mostly caused due to improper lifestyle, improper diet, sleep deprivation, or addicted to drugs. We face those problems now in this modern world, and not involved at all in physical exercise. In this moment right now, when we have the COVID, the pandemic, lockdown, people are all locked up in their houses, and it does not mean that we should deprive ourselves from any physical exertion or physical exercises. We can still jump up and down in our room, do some jumping jacks, right? And also do some yoga. And this is something that was inherited to us by our ancestors. It's something that actually we should appreciate, yeah? And then nowadays, we have the problem of youth sticking around in front of the gadgets till morning hours, not even late now, at morning hours, and being disturbed by the blue lights effect. And this is what causes the physical weakness. So the most important thing is that to overcome this physical weakness, we have to promise ourselves in any situation, no matter how we feel, not always being swayed with our emotions, likes or dislikes. We will show up daily with 10 minutes of morning exercises, morning yoga, and never give up. So that is the only way to get physical strength, right? And then also intellectual weakness. Intellectual weakness is so poor, and because it will be difficult for you to think and understand ideas at a high level, and this needs a high intellectual strength. And how to overcome that? Well, of course, we can start by reading books, morning meditation. It is also very important, because when we do meditation, we can go beyond the mind. And when we do go beyond the mind, we will not be conquered by our likes and dislikes, what in Bhagavad Gita was saying. And the last one, spiritual weakness or the soul weakness. It is very difficult to delineate spirituality as a concept in words, yeah, because there's no single meaning for spirituality. Basically, is how to see life with the outlook of spiritually. It's again loka sangra, the well-being of others. This is what Swami Vivekananda was always calling out to the youth, and how to get rid of this spiritual weakness. Again, through prayers, through meditation is very important. And what happens is that seva, the whole point to build a nation, is where we have to do seva, volunteer, doing good for others and the community, social contributions, and also to have a good heart of forgiveness and expressions of compassion. So that is I can present for the youth, and because you are the next generation, this is the generation to come, and also not only to build this nation, but to build the whole world. So let us awake, and thank you so much for this opportunity. Namaste.
Terima kasih banyak Ibu Maya Archanā Maya dari semua keluarga Sigma Baroda, Gujarat, India.
Terima Terima kasih.
Thank you very much. And we are very much happy that a young spiritual guru addressed today on this platform to the Sigmites, wherein they get an opportunity to get connected with a young youth and vibrant face like you. So thank you very much for joining us today on this platform.
Thank you.
Salamat Siang and Salamat Malam as well, also to most respected Pujya Mā Archanā Maya, who has joined us from Indonesia, Bali, and has in true sense made us feel proud and also accomplished this entire symposium by attending it and making it an international symposium. So, terima kasih banyak Ibu Mā Archanā.